What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're heading to Sensational to pick up the M3. The M3 got a wrap panel replaced and then all new polish and ceramic. It looks absolutely insane. It looks like a brand new car. So we're gonna go pick up the M3, drop off the M2, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what we're doing, but we're doing a bunch of stuff to the M2. It's gonna be a good one. All right, pulling up to Sensational. Can't wait to see this M3, man. Back at the shop with the boys. So we got the M3 in here. Jeff's all right. And had a bunch of stuff redone on it. Man, Lewis over here replaced the right rear quarter panel and then a whole new fresh ceramic. So basically the whole thing's like repolished, isn't it?
Yes. Pulled the old coating off, polished it, got a little more shine.
Dude, look at how wet this thing looks. It looks crazy.
Got some haze out of the vinyl.
So how did you get the haze out? You were explaining that to me before. You like used heat?
Yeah, a little bit of heat. For some reason, 3M has a haze to it right out of the box. But it goes away with a little temperature. We run the heat gun over it, and it clears it up. But we went a little extra to try and get more out of it. And I think we
really
did.
good.
I think it looks pretty good.
I think so too.
I'm excited to see it outside.
So me too. So how much like ceramic is on this thing?
A silver package, 9H and light ceramic pro.
Dang, dude, looks really good. Super clean. I can't wait to see this thing outside too. So we're gonna pull this outside and then pull the M2 in and kind of talk to you guys about what we're doing with the M2. It's gonna be very similar, like I explained before, it's gonna be very similar to everything that I do on my cars when it comes to the S-Tech dyno shade on the front headlights, the S-Tech PPF on the top, and then a lot of other little things. So let's pull this car outside and then we'll pull the M2 in. This car. That looks, oh my, it looks so much better than before. It looks unbelievable.
We do okay.
We do some things all right here. Man, it's a lot lower too. It's definitely sitting lower. Looks good. Looking super good. Man. Thank you for all your help, man.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
I like it.
It is looking wet. All right, let's pull the other one in and then talk a little bit about what we're doing with that. All right, so here she sits in its raw stock form. So I'm gonna run through kind of everything that Lewis and I are gonna do right off the bat. And this is really, like I've said before, you guys, this is basically how I do everything right off the bat with all my cars, that I just think it protects the paint and just makes it look 10 times better without actually modifying anything. Just doing what, you know, he does with the paint correction and the PPF film and the ceramic, and then a little bit of tinting and some roof wrap. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take these reflectors out and I'm gonna have them painted by a local company to match the car. You can buy them pre-painted by I&D, but they're like $175 for those two little pieces. Whereas if you just take them out and have them painted by a company that you trust, it's not gonna be that expensive. Same thing with this. I'm going to have this painted black, and I always stick with black roofs no matter what the color of the car is, because I just think that looks the best, and I never change it. So I go all in and I paint these little shark fins because wraps never look that great on these. They always have seams, and it makes more sense to just paint it. So we're gonna paint that black, and then we're gonna wrap the whole roof in PPF S-Tech black. The whole car is going to get paint corrected, and then the front end of the car is gonna be PPF'd. So front bumper, hood, fenders. We don't need to do the entire car like we did the M3. That was probably a little bit much, but for the windows, we're gonna do 50% on the front and 20% all the way around ceramic tint. This is the same way that I do the other cars. I just think it looks the best, and I love not having to wear sunglasses during the day. If you guys don't have a tinted windshield, I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. We're also gonna do tear off on the front windshield, which is basically just like a protection to the front windshield. It doesn't eliminate cracks from happening, but it greatly reduces the chance of a crack happening from a rock or something of that sort.
Stone chips.
So stone chips. So the inside will be tinted and the outside will have tear off. On the back, these are gonna get tinted. I believe we're just gonna do like a dyno shade on these. I think that should be plenty. I didn't want to paint match them. I think that would look kind of weird. There is another company that makes like a vent system back here, but they're pricey. So like you're paying a lot for these two little reflectors, which in my opinion is just kind of silly. I'd rather just have them tinted, and I think it accomplishes the same goal without spending a ton of money. As you guys know, we have a ton of parts coming for this car, carbon fiber all the way around. I'm not really doing a ton of carbon fiber up top, but we do have full bolt-ons coming from Keys Motorsports, so intake, charge pipe, from an intercooler, down, but all that stuff. So basically everything is going to be set up for this car within like 2 or 3 weeks. I'll have that all on. I also have ISC sending out coilovers, and we have Valvetronic doing a full exhaust system. So the interesting part about the Valvetronic exhaust system that I'm getting for this car is going to be the same valve muffler setup. However, it's running all the way up to the turbo. So it's going to be basically downpipe and back made by Valvetronic, and it's going to be completely open. So completely open exhaust setup. The only resonation is going to be the valve muffler, which I'm really excited to hear on this car. It's going to be loud. Like when the valves are open, it is going to rip your ears apart. But hopefully when the valves close, it's not as too obnoxious. If it is too loud, we can go ahead and either put the stock cap back in or just a catted downpipe, something similar to how I did on the F30. So that's kind of the approach with all that stuff. I also have a blackout package coming from Beamer World, and that should be here this week. My plan for that video is I want to do all of the blackout package stuff at once and kind of show you guys how to transform the car from all of this nasty like chrome badging, and that includes the chrome badge on the back, the chrome side marker reflector guys over here, and then the chrome grille. There are 2 options with the chrome grille. So basically I bought an entire black grille that doesn't have the M2 emblem. So you have a choice here. You can either go delete the M2 emblem and go all black everything, or you can just take these apart because these separate from the inside. The chrome from this separates. So I could leave the M2 badge and just put on the black outside. So the only thing that would be chrome is the M2. But my thoughts were when I actually wrap the car, the M2 part will get wrapped in the same color as the car. The other option, third option, rather than leaving it chrome, is to paint the chrome black just on the badge. So I think that would probably be the winning ticket. I think it would look the most sleek. So we'll see what happens. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but I am gonna do an entire video, basically just like a blackout package video, and it's gonna be after Lewis does his whole thing and we have a little more stuff done to it. We're gonna convert all this stuff over to black. The reason I'm not doing it right now is because I have to pull a lot of that stuff out so he can properly detail the car and get behind there and get in all of those little crevices back here. So there's no point in me actually putting stuff on right now. In addition to all of that, we are also doing the wheels. So I am going to be getting some aftermarket wheels, probably by Variant, my wheel sponsor, but for these, we are gonna clean these up, we're gonna ceramic coat them, and then we're also going to ceramic coat the calipers and the brake hats. So it's gonna require a lot of cleaning on our part because it's very dirty at the moment, but the entire car is really dirty, so we gotta go through numerous things to bring this car to a really good point. But the thing is, you do this once, you do like a deep clean like this and a deep protection session once, and you're good. You just maintain it from there on out. It's just the first part, the first hump that you have to get over. But I can tell you guys right now, you're gonna be amazed by how different this car is going to look in a matter of 2 weeks. I promise you, this car will look unrecognizable. As far as the carbon fiber stuff, I have the front lip coming, the bumper splitters, the upper bumper splitters are coming, side skirt extensions, rear diffuser, and I think that's it for now. I'm kind of leaning off of the whole carbon fiber thing. I think it's overdone a lot, so I'm trying to keep the carbon fiber tasteful and just on the bottom end of this car. I think it's gonna look really good. I'm not gonna quite tell you guys what we have going on with the rear spoiler area because I'm saving that. You guys will be surprised with what we do. I think it's gonna look really sick. So that's the update on the M2. It's looking really good. I'm gonna leave it with Lewis. I'm super excited to get in the M3 and drive that. I haven't driven it in a while, but first I'm gonna help him disassemble some things and get the little parts ready for paint, like the reflector and the rear shark fin. And it's up to him from here on out. So he's gonna send me some content. I'll be able to make a separate video on everything that he does for you guys. And also, if you guys haven't checked out Sensational's YouTube channel, make sure you do that because he does a lot of cool projects. And he also puts up a lot of videos on like my cars that go in. So if you wanna see some of that progress, make sure you check out Sensational YouTube. I'll link it down below. Anyways, say bye to it. We probably won't have it for a week or so. I'm gonna let Lewis do his thing and let him take his time with it. And then from here on out for the next week or whatever, it's just gonna be M3 content. We're gonna start ripping a lot more GoPro point of view footage. It's gonna be fun. This thing's gonna look pretty much unrecognizable when we get it back. It's gonna look a lot better. Super, super excited about it. Finally seeing this thing out in the actual light. Looks pretty unreal how shiny and good it looks. Jesus, man. Wow. Woo! How aggressive this thing looks. Back in the M, dude. What? Feels weird. Keep reaching for a clutch pedal. Oh, it feels good to be back, boys. It feels good to be back. Wow. All right, so there you have it. We traded the M2 off for the M3. I can't wait to get that thing back. It's gonna look entirely different. Huge shout out to Sensational for absolutely killing it on this car. If you guys need anything done local in Charlotte, make sure you hit them up. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, comment down below, like this video, and hit that bell notification. And just like that, this video is over. We're out. Peace.